Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make turkey sliders, Hawaiian roll turkey sliders. My kids, friends, and everybody I know loves this slider recipe. It's so simple, packed with flavor, and there's a buttery garlic salt crust going on top that makes them taste amazing. You do not want to miss out. You're going to want to make these for your next game day or your next party, activity, or just because you want to make a fun lunch or dinner. These you've got to make. You can get the full recipe linked in the description below, or you can just go to eatingonadime.com and then you can type in turkey sliders and you will find all our tips, tricks, and the full recipe. Let's go make some sliders. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and now we're going to assemble the sliders. You're going to need just a 12-count package of King's Hawaiian rolls. You can get these at any grocery store. They even make them now made just for sliders, but I still prefer the traditional old-fashioned ones where they come like this. Now you can eat these just as a regular roll, but we're going to actually cut them in half lengthwise to make these into yummy sliders. So I pop open the tray, and then I'm going to use just a bread knife to cut them in half lengthwise, so that way we have a top and a bottom. Now if you want to save this step, like I said, sometimes you can find where they're already cut in half, and you can use that as well. Now a bread knife is actually a knife that has serrated edges, and so what that means is that you can run your knife and it will cut the bread without smashing it. So make sure you have a knife that has the serrated, which means bumpy. It's kind of like bumpy edges on the knife when you're cutting your bread. I like to start, I wanted to give you a closer look at the knife, but I like to start at the corner and then I slowly work my way through the side. And as you can tell, I'm using a long enough knife to go all the way through, but a smaller knife will work too. And you want to go slow, but see how I'm doing a sawing motion. That makes it to where you don't cut, or not, you don't smash any of the bread. And I'm moving slow so that way I can make sure that I'm not going all the way down or all the way up, because I've been known to do that as well. Once I get to the edge, then I kind of go diagonal, so that way it comes out without ripping the bread. And now we have perfectly two. Now make sure you are going slow, so that way I have been known to where the bottom will get really shallow, so go slow so that way it's perfect and cut perfect every single time. Now I'm going to use a cookie sheet, or you can use a 9x13 pan. Both will work great as well, or just a regular baking dish, anything that's oven safe. Take it off the back and we're going to place it right onto the middle. Okay. Now we want to remove these tops and set them aside, because now we're going to assemble the actual sliders. We're going to need 12 ounces of deli meat. You can do like fresh shaved deli meat from the like butcher, or you can just do a packaged deli meat too. I like the packaged deli meat just because it makes it easier when you're assembling them, but any of them will work as well. And we're going to take a couple slices, fold it in half, and then again to make like a little triangle and lay it on top of each slider. Now you can overlap them, but from my experience with making sliders, you then are going to have to cut them. But if you do this, you get that perfect cheesy pool without having to cut them. So let me get another slice. I usually do 2 or 3, and then if I need to add more, I can add another triangle on top. But it's pretty easy to do, and it's great to feed a crowd. It's great for the kids to get involved, because they can make this as well, young or old. When my boys have friends over, we like to make these. They've been popular for many, many years. And actually, I've made meals for their basketball team. So I've fed 70 and 80 people, and I've made these for them. And they are by far one of their favorite meals. They love the sliders. They're a big fan. It's so simple too. No like weird ingredients, so everybody loves them, but it's the garlic butter on top that just makes them taste amazing. I wanted to show you up close. So see, I have the circles, fold it in half, and then the triangle, and then we're going to place it right on top. I have a few more pieces, so I'm going to go through and just add those few pieces throughout, doing the same triangle method. Because remember, we're using about 12 ounces on here, which is not quite a whole package, but close. Okay, and we're done. Now it's time for the cheese. I like to buy, you can either buy the cheese from the deli market or just a package of cheese. You're going to need 6 large slices, and it's okay to overlap them. In fact, you want them to overlap a little bit so that way you can get that cheesy pull. Today we're doing mozzarella cheese, but also provolone cheese works great as well, or cheddar or any other kind of cheese you'd like, and you'll need 6 slices. Now that the butter is melted, I'm going to use a pastry brush and just brush the butter right on top of these rolls. Then, last but not least, we are going to use some garlic salt. If you don't have garlic salt, you can do garlic powder and then some salt. I do have a measurement on the recipe, but I just kind of sprinkle some on top. But I do have the correct amount for you too. But this gives you that garlic bread flavor that you're going to love. That's how easy it is. Off to the oven they go. Now you can make these ahead of time and then throw them in the fridge. So if you're going to have people over or you're just wanting an easy weeknight dinner, you can make them ahead of time, cover them, put them in the fridge, and then all you have to do is bake them when you're ready to eat, and you didn't have to do all that extra work. Off to the oven they go. We're going to bake them at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. They're finished and they look amazing. Now, mine look a little extra brown. I probably should have cooked them a few minutes less and checked on them first, but they're still delicious and still tasty. They definitely look browner in the camera than what they are in person, but allow them to cool for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're able to pull them apart, or look at that cheese, or you can cut them apart, but I kind of like pulling apart. It's just satisfying. Yummy. I gotta try it. I can't wait. Cool. It's so good. Like, there's no words on how delicious these are. You have the cheesy, the warm, the Hawaiian roll. It tastes amazing. And then you have that garlic salt topping. Just keeps you coming back for more. I promise you guys, you're going to love this simple recipe, and you can make it your own. Now, if you love our sliders, our other slider recipe that's super popular is our ham sliders. You can go to eatingonadime.com and search there to get that full recipe, but they're delicious and they're tasty too. And this is how I made a spinoff of that for the people in my family who don't really love ham, and we did a little bit different version, and these are our new favorites, and they're so simple to make. So make sure you grab the recipe. It's linked in the description, or you can find it by using the search feature on eatingonadime.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are growing and we're excited, and we love giving you these videos for you every single time. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our family-friendly recipes. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time for another fun meal idea in my kitchen. Bye, friends.